Hi everybody. I'm not gonna talk about are you asleep or priorities or anything else today. I'm gonna talk about Mr. Obama. I think it's about time that we begin to call him exactly what he is. Something I haven't seen him. I haven't seen this tag, and I think it's exactly what he is. And I think it's pretty obvious. What we've got Obama. Obama is a dictator. Pure and simple. It's pretty obvious. The Libyan situation highlights that more than anything else. There's a war that he decided, like any dictator, that he thought we needed to get involved in, and he just did it. And we didn't do anything about it. You know, we just went through the 4th of July. I did a video on a patriotic kind of a video, and it had fewer people cared to watch that than any other video I've done. But I think we're missing an opportunity. You know, what I tried to outline in that video, what a lot of people have tried to outline is that it's not too late. You know, we're the same people that created this country. We're the same blood running through our veins that our forefathers had. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Paine, James Madison, all said basically the same thing. And it was either Jefferson or Benjamin Franklin that said, all that tyranny needs to take root is for men of conscience to do nothing. And that's exactly what we've done, is nothing. And we ought to be ashamed of ourselves. We're leaving a dictatorship. We weren't born under a dictatorship. We had the confidence in our government through our lifetimes, but future generations are not. We're watching it eroded. We've all talked about that, but there's an opportunity that if we don't take advantage of right now, it may be too late, in my opinion. And that is, we're all aware of quantitative easing 1, quantitative easing 2, and the push for quantitative easing 3, which I think, if left unabated, it's going to happen. But the one that's coming up, you know, the QE2 ended, 10 days ago, a week ago, end of June, and they'll eventually go that way because you can already see that the banks are starting to lose it. You're starting to see that we've got the debt ceiling. He's going to have a vote on August the 2nd. So it's less than a month. It's like 3.5 weeks. We're going to have, and everybody's saying, gee, well, they're going to do it, and I think they're going to try. They're going to try to approve it. We should be so enraged if we would just accept the fact that we have allowed a dictator to take over our lives. Maybe we'd unite. Maybe we would say enough is enough. You know, everybody is suffering. Everybody's real estate, their homes, it's worth a whole lot more. Everything's worth a whole lot more. Nobody's making the money they used to be. They used to be making. They are in the process. Obama and his group are trying to make a deal with the GOP, with the Republicans, and basically what they're saying is, if we can get the debt ceiling raised 2.4 trillion there, that's $2.4 trillion. You know, we reached the debt limit, what's it been, a month, 6 weeks ago, and since that time, they've raided the federal pension plans to the tune of about $120 billion. They say we're spending about $4 billion a day more than we're taking in. So that means in the next 30 days we're going to do another 100 trillion. So we're going to 100 billion. So we're going to be at about $1/3 of $1 trillion in 2.5 or 3 months that we're upside down. And so even if they raise the debt limit, all they're going to do is pay back those things. We got to take our medicine. It's time. I think that we ought to just say, hey, enough is enough. We're all suffering. I think it's time that we say to Obama, no, we're not going to increase the limits on your credit card. Call your bank, see how much they'll increase the limit on your credit card. Go down to the bank, see how much money they'll loan you. They don't care about us. So our dictator Obama, I think we need to start addressing him of what he really is, and that is a dictator. We have allowed a dictator to take over our country, and it's time for us to go after the dictator. I know he's a puppet. I mean, he's a pup. He was, how long was he senator? And he didn't do anything when he went in. He was told just, you be quiet, you be still, and the powers that be, the people that are really running the program, we get all excited. We throw these big, unbelievable numbers out there. The numbers don't mean anything, guys. They own everything. They don't care. They don't care what the numbers are. They already got everything. They're starting to, we formed this country on eminent domain, and you don't think that the dictator Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, the dictator of the United States. I think it's time we started addressing him. I think it's time that we said, no, we're not going to give you any more money. We're not going to raise your credit card, Obama. Take what you got and make it work. We're going to take our medicine, and we're going to let the sheeple, we're not going to let the sheeple continue. I heard this morning, I was listening to Peter Schiff, he says, and I wasn't aware of this, we owe Japan $1 trillion. We owe China $3 trillion. And our credit rating is 4 notches higher than any one of them. How ridiculous is that? We're fools. We're fools. I think it's time we begin to unite. If we're going to do anything, now is the time. This isn't going to happen. Nothing's going to happen until after the election if we don't do something now. I think it's time, if we're going to make a video, let's say, no, we're not going to allow you to raise the debt limit. No, we don't want a QE3. No, we're not giving you any more money until you start giving us some back. Taxes are going to go up. Taxes are going to go up in the middle of this craziness. Now, what was it here? A couple of weeks ago, they released some trivial amount of our stockpile of oil. People wonder why we don't drill for oil. To my way of thinking, my belief, why they don't do it. The powers that be, that's their stash. If everything goes to heck, they own it all. They'll drill for it when they need it. They ain't going to give it to us. Anyway, my thoughts are, no. Don't raise the debt limit. Don't let them raise such a ruckus, such a scream. If we united and started making videos about, no, you don't get no more money. No, stop now. Enough is enough. I, for one, am not going to support them. I hope there's some of you that have come to the party. Do not support them. Do not increase the limit on their credit card. The only way tyranny will take a root as long as men of conscience do nothing. And that's what we've done up to this point, is nothing. Anyway, have a nice day. God bless you. And quit supporting the criminals.